Hi, my name is Sylvia Ballard. I'm celiac and I cook gluten-free and I'm from New Mexico. Today I'm here to show you how to do a whole meal from start to finish. Right now we're going to start with a simple coleslaw that's going to go on some beautiful shrimp tacos. So here we go. Okay, so first off I went ahead and I did a little chopping, and I have some cilantro and I have some mixed cabbage. I like it for the color, but I also like the different flavors. Okay, so here we have our mayonnaise, Best Foods. It is gluten-free. Then we also have, probably in my opinion, the most important component of the whole coleslaw, Frank's hot sauce. Love it. Okay, then we have our apple cider vinegar, Bragg's, and just Bragg's apple cider. And then also we have our salt and pepper. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when it's complete. Just go ahead and throw absolutely everything in here. And you just go ahead and mix it up just a little bit with your hands. If a little comes out of the dish, don't worry about it. Just wipe it up later. Here we go. And the bowl looks really full, but once you actually put all of the mayonnaise and the hot sauce and the vinegar in there, you'll notice that it does kind of wilt down just a little bit. Whoops, got it in a little bit over on the counter there. That's okay, we'll just stuff that up later. Just a little bit of vinegar in there. Maybe a little bit more, maybe about 2 tablespoons. Okay, and now we're going to throw in our mayonnaise. Make sure nothing's on the spoon because you don't want to leave it there in the mayonnaise. I would say probably about 2 tablespoons of that as well. You don't want it necessarily drowned it, but you definitely want it there because it adds a little bit of creaminess, and also it just adds kind of a richness to your coleslaw. Just mix that in there really super well. And I can tell just by looking at it that I didn't add quite enough hot sauce. Go ahead and add just a lot more. You would think that it actually is a lot, but once you add it with all your other ingredients, it gives it a really nice vinegary, sharp, tangy flavor. Okay, now for your pepper. I like doing my pepper and salt. I don't necessarily always measure it exactly. I just like doing it to taste, because salt and pepper is really, I think it's almost kind of more of a personal preference and not necessarily a fast and hard rule. A little bit of salt. Go ahead and mix that up just a little bit more. Oops. My husband likes to say that I'm a really good cook, but maybe not always the tidiest one. Okie dokie. Here we go. Go ahead and take a look. This is what your nice creamy coleslaw is going to look like. And I'll be back in just a second to go ahead and show you the next couple things we're going to be making. Thanks. Hi, it's Sylvia again. I'm here with my gluten-free shrimp tacos. We're going to go ahead and head into the second part of that right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a nice, easy, simple, really, really tasty pico de gallo. So here we have our ingredients. First off, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the chili. Right now in New Mexico, it's chili roasting season, and I went ahead and we haven't actually gotten our cases of chili yet, but I went ahead and just got like a quick pound at the co-op, and this is what it looks like as soon as it's finished roasting. I just want to go ahead and give you a quick look at this because it's amazing. Go and take a look. So after I get this, they just give it to you roasted, and it's up to you to go ahead and peel it and go ahead and take the seeds out, which is what I've done here. I went ahead and I chopped up all of my ingredients that go in it. I have my nice tomatoes, onions, my fresh roasted green chilies that I just got at co-op this morning, and my lemons, and of course my avocado. I go ahead and this is the last thing I do is I just chop it up, my avocado really nicely, before I take it out with a spoon. So we're just going to go ahead and add everything in here. And it's nice after you do it to go ahead and let it, I would say probably for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you eat it. Just because it gives the flavors just time to, as they say say around town, it gives time to, flavors to marry. So here you go. Just going to keep adding everything in there. Here I have my nice, super rich, beautiful, creamy avocado. And it depends on the chili how hot you want your pico de gallo. You can either just don't put as much of the chili in, or you can go ahead and just do like a nice, simple, mild. And if you don't live in New Mexico, don't worry. There's, it seems like almost all the grocery stores in the freezer section have some nice roasted chili in the freezer, or you can go ahead and, if you're in a pinch, go ahead and get some from a can. Oops. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and put a little bit of that in there. And now you can either do lemon or lime. It just, I like the flavor of the sharp citrus in there. It really depends on what you have on hand. If you have lemon, go ahead and use that. If you have lime, use that. Ooh, and I forgot one of the most important components. I forgot my cilantro. So, don't worry about it. Your pico de gallo, I already have some in my coleslaw, so you're still gonna get that bright taste and bite. But if you want, go ahead and add it in. And then just a little touch, once again, of salt and pepper, just to taste to your own preferences. There you go. And now you have a nice, simple, bright pico de gallo. So far we have our nice, spicy, hot coleslaw. We have our beautifully made pico de gallo. And next I'm going to go ahead and take you through how to make your shrimp, how to saute it up with just a little bit of onion, cilantro, salt, pepper, and lemon. So go ahead and join me in a second. Thanks.
Hold on, I don't know what happened.
Hi, this is Sylvia, and you are back with me making some delicious gluten-free shrimp tacos. So far we have made our coleslaw, our pico de gallo, and now we're going to go right into sauteing up our shrimp. So the first thing I did was I actually cleaned and defanged and cleaned up the shrimp so they're completely ready to go in there. And then I have my beautiful onions and my cilantro and some nice lemon that's going to give it that little bit of brightness and freshness. And here I have my cheese. I just grated that for when everything is done. And I also have my gluten-free corn tortillas mission. You can go ahead and use any kind of gluten-free tortillas that you like. If you like the glutino or whatever tortillas that you like, go ahead and go for it. For shrimp tacos, I prefer corn, and these are my favorite brands. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of, let me just go ahead and grab that, or I'm just going to leave that. I'll pick that up in a second after I go ahead and wash that off. We have some nice virgin olive oil. Put that in the pan. It's already really hot and ready to go. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my onion in there and just let that kind of, oh yeah, it is very hot and it smells amazing already. There is something to me about the smell of cooking onion, and of course I got a little bit of the cilantro in there already, but it's alright because it's going to go in there in a second anyway. You just want it to cook down just a touch. Okay, so it's not completely browned up. It's just built a little bit so that it will pick up, like so that when the shrimp goes in there, it's just going to pick up that flavor. Okay, so you're going to get ready for another big sizzle. There we go. All right. And if you want your shrimp just a little bit crispier, go ahead and don't add quite as many in there. My stomach maybe was, my eyes were maybe a little bit bigger than my stomach this time, so I maybe put a little too many in there. It happens. Okay, go ahead and just put that in there. Just a little bit. There we go. I can already smell it. That rich, deep flavor. It is just beautiful. some people, they're not as much about the shrimp as me, but I love shrimp tacos. Okay, I can see that my shrimp are starting to tighten up, so they're starting to curl into themselves just a little bit more, which means I can go ahead and add my cilantro. It really depends on how much you want. I like putting in probably, I would say, I don't know, probably about 2 tablespoons. I know I say that about a lot of stuff, but it actually is one of my favorite measurements for when I'm in the kitchen. I'm not sure exactly why. I think I tend to adjust most of my other ingredients as far as my meats and my vegetables so that it seems to work out that way. Okay, now that that is almost completely done, I have a cast iron that's ready to go right here that's hot, and I'm going to go ahead and heat my corn tortillas up. And the reason, you can go ahead and microwave your corn tortillas in the microwave also, probably for about 25 seconds if you want. But I also like the way that they taste just on the cast iron. I think probably also it's because I grew up on the cast iron. So you don't need to put any oil on your cast iron. It will heat up and they'll soften your tortillas just beautifully regardless. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper now while those are heating up. And I actually worked in ceramics as well as a baker for a while in a bagel shop years and years ago. So I'm used to high temperatures for my hands. If you're not, don't worry about it, but you probably would want to use some kind of a spatula or something when you're doing this. All right, everything seems like it's completely, it looks like it's done. I'm going to go ahead and put everything on the plate, finish it up, pile it up. I'm going to turn these off. Just go ahead and put your nice little shrimp on there with some of the nice juice that it made. There we go. I'm going to add some of my pico de gallo. Just slather that right on there. Just a little bit of each taco. I've been told maybe sometimes I do lay it on my tacos pretty heavy. All right, here you go. I'm just going to show a quick picture of what my tacos look like. Take a quick bite. That is everything that I remember it being. We have the kind of the shrimp. It gives it that nice meaty, I got the nice meaty texture of the shrimp. The pico de gallo, the temperature, the hot of the chili, it blends in nicely. And the coleslaw with the mayonnaise, it's the richness of the mayonnaise with the hot sauce. It gives it that extra little bite. It all comes together and melts together and makes you think, why don't I make this more often? So thank you for joining me for my shrimp taco meal, gluten-free as always. Thank you, and come back again.